Right up until the age of 42, I think I'd been to a doctor twice. You fill those health questionnaires in. I'd never have anything to fill in. I had an illness. The doctor said it was bacterial tonsillitis. Breathless, tired, coughing, problems sleeping, like I was sort of drowning or suffocating. Saw the doctor and he diagnosed me with heart failure, with cardiomyopathy. That night I woke up and I couldn't say certain words. I wasn't able to say my daughter's name. Melissa asked me what day it was because she suspected I was having a stroke, and I said it's 4. I wanted to say Thursday, but I said 4. I couldn't say Thursday. So she called an ambulance. They blue lighted me into the local hospital. I had a stroke. My name's Richard Turvey. I'm 45 years old. Went to university in Stoke-on-Trent and met my wife up there. We were on the same course, a typical student romance really. I've got Zach, who's 14, and Georgie, who's 11. They literally just bring so much joy and happiness and excitement into your life. Cardiomyopathy is a problem I've got with my heart muscle, and particularly my left ventricle. A normal person's heart will probably clear sort of 40 to 60% of the blood in the left ventricle each time it pumps, and mine is around 20%. I think it ultimately also probably led to the blood clot with the blood pooling in my heart. You receive the diagnosis and they tell you not to go anywhere near the internet, and you go near the internet. And it looks, to all intents and purposes, that you haven't got a whole lot of time left. Hearing those words was devastating. I've got a young family, I've got a wife, I've got a need to be around. When I was sat in hospital, it gave me a focus that I'd never had before in my life. And I just decided that actually I wasn't going to roll over, and I was going to really do everything I possibly could to get myself as healthy as possible for as long as possible. I wanted to be as active as I could be without making my condition worse. So I said about running, and she said, well, you can take it slowly. The conversations I've had with my cardiologist have allowed me to get a lot fitter. And I just disappear and run sort of half an hour at a time. We got to a point where I was able to run 5k pretty much without stopping. I mean, obviously I've got the dog, so I have to allow him to do what he needs to do. But it's something I really enjoy doing. When you start off, you're just sort of overwhelmed. I'm taking 10 tablets every day. I'd used to get up in the morning, pretty much grab a coffee, jump in the car, go to work. Now I have to sort of wake up and be a bit more routinised and considered. On a bad week, it's about tiredness, don't feel fully on form. Sometimes I just need to go to bed and have a sort of extended sort of period of sleep. We've really changed a lot of things we do to try and assist me in sort of getting as healthy as I can. I've completely stopped drinking alcohol. I've pretty much cut out caffeine. We've flirted a bit with doing some vegan meals 2 or 3 times a week. As a family, we've changed my life. The initial diagnosis doesn't mean that your life is over. You can impact the prognosis by looking after yourself a bit better, and I'm looking forward to getting back and playing a bit of cricket this summer. I've realised a lifelong ambition. I've actually started playing a few games with my son now. If something I've done or something I'm doing could inspire somebody else, if my story can help somebody make a little change and start feeling a bit better, then why wouldn't you want to help somebody else in that situation?